my take on the topic of what real wealth is. I'll start off by saying that real wealth is never measured in money or possession. And if you have not figured it out already, the keywords there are real wealth. Now, if we take just the common meaning of wealth by itself, we get an abundance of valuable possessions or money. Now, I would say, as most people would, that wealth splits into four categories: financial wealth, money, social wealth, relationship support, etc., time wealth, and health wealth. But which one of them is the true wealth? Real wealth is much more than money. How will you know when you've reached true wealth? Is it when you have your dream home, once you own an expensive car? Perhaps the signified is when you're wealthy enough to have your own private airplane. In my opinion, these are the wrong things to use when measuring your wealth. The people with mansion-sized homes, with 3 sports cars sitting in their garage, with a private plane that takes them to and from their vacation home, these people may not necessarily have access to true wealth. None of these are indicators of true wealth. They're indicators of monetary wealth. True wealth is the ability to live life on your own terms. It's freedom. Money itself isn't wealth, it's a vehicle, a tool you can use to achieve financial freedom, to go after the things you didn't think were possible, to design your life in a way that makes you feel alive and fulfilled. Most of us think of wealth as money, possession, property, and power. But real wealth sees this type of wealth as only a portion of one's wealth. Money is just a tool, but real wealth is something that makes life worthwhile because its worth is more than money. Being wealthy includes positive personal relationships, achievements, and spiritual well-being. Now, I'll tell you which one I think is the most important, according to my needs over time. In this case, over time meaning my entire life. Money isn't real wealth. Real wealth is family, friends, education, talents, experience, self-esteem, the ability to help others, and good health. Our health is the glue that holds all the other kinds of wealth in our lives together. Without our health, we cannot achieve any of the other kinds of wealth, at least not in a long-term sustainable way. To be truly prosperous, there is a trap we must avoid at all costs. It is beware of getting involved in things full of money and status that rob you of freedom and health. This is the main problem facing the modern world. It is important to understand that if we do not strive for what is meaningful and wise in our journey through life, we can easily fall into this trap. Most people chase money and status at the expense of freedom and health, and in my opinion, that is the worst thing a person can do. The definition of wealth is personal. What it really means to be wealthy is entirely up to you. For some people, wealth always means money, but we cannot all be wealthy that way. There are so many other ways to be wealthy because there are so many definitions of wealth. To me, that is social wealth, but that says family. Let me tell you an interesting one. While making this, I have realized that not only is family the most important thing in life, but at the same time it provides time and health at the same time. Your family takes care of you and listens to your problems. They pretty much give you all their time. The real measure of your wealth is how much you'd be worth if you lost all your money. In my point of view, real wealth might not be measured in money or possessions, but instead on the person and their values and beliefs. The want of goods is easily acquired, but the poverty of the soul is irreparable. There is a difference between a real wealth and wealth. Real wealth would be values, personality, and stuff like that, while wealth would just be material prosperity and abundance of possessions and money. Money buys up everything except love, personality, freedom, silence, and peace. It's good to have money and the things that money can buy, but it's good to check up once in a while and make sure you haven't lost the things that money can't buy. Always remember, what you possess in the world will be found at the day of your death to belong to someone else, but what you are will be yours forever. Real wealth of individual can never be measured in terms of property, money, or materialistic things. In today's world, real money is self and moral values. 21st century has completely eroded among people, where everybody became greedy for wealth. You are rich if you are not fearful about what future holds. If you are a curious and dynamic person, it is possible to own many possessions, yet still be poor. That is because you may be lacking happiness and contentment with your own life. One key to a truly rich life is offered to us by the philosophy and wisdom of the ancient Greeks. Already more than 2,000 years ago, they dealt with the question of understanding the relationship between wealth, money, and happiness. Shortened to a single